Hi guys, Happy New Year to every one of you, and we believe that this year has started on a very good note. And we actually trust that this year is going to bring you many wonderful things. And we pray that all your heart desires and the things that you're looking forward to achieving this year would actually come to pass. From all of us at Sales Bananas, we want to say a Happy New Year. Thank you for always being with us over the course of the year. And we believe that you're going to enjoy many wonderful informations from us this year as you stay glued to this channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I actually believe would help you to shapen your year to becoming a better one, and for you to be able to also achieve most of the things that you want to achieve this year. The first thing I'm going to be talking about today is about the fact that as you go into this year, one of the things that I need you to have in your mind is that everything that you need to achieve, you need to become a type of person to be able to achieve those things. Because the honest truth is that it's not about what you actually get done at the end of the day. The most important thing about what happens is that who do you become at the end of the journey? Because for you to be able to reproduce anything in your life, you need to become a type of person. So for example, if you want to become a type of person who is very good in sales, it means that you have actually developed sales abilities that any day, any time, you can actually reproduce those abilities wherever you find yourself. So the most important thing you need to think about is who you become at the end of this year. The second thing that I want you to focus on is that everything you want to actually do, you actually need to put them in a system, or you actually need to structure it. So when I talk about structure, it's like the concept of a puzzle. You know, now when you're trying to solve a puzzle, sometimes if you're trying to actually, piece things together, some pieces might actually be needed for some other things to be complete. And that is what makes the puzzle actually completed. So one of the things that came to my heart is that for you to actually structure things, what that means is that you actually key yourself into some systems, or you put yourself in some places that will actually guarantee that the things that you want to do are actually being done. So what do I mean by this? So for example, if you set for yourself that you actually want to be waking up every day to actually do some routine exercises, there might be a need for you to actually key yourself into some people around you that are already doing that thing. You might need to actually merge that activity with something that would guarantee that you do it. So for example, you might say something like, every morning before you brush your teeth, you need to do 10 push-ups. And maybe you actually have to buy maybe a skipping rope or something that would aid you in doing what you want to do, and you put it where it's visible, so that as you're waking up, that's one of the first things that you see. So that is the concept of actually creating a system or something that guarantees that what you want to do, you're actually doing it. Or for example, if you're trying to actually start a business and you know that you can't actually kickstart it by yourself, you might need to actually look for someone who has similar mindset, that you guys want to achieve the same thing, that you might be meeting with maybe on a particular day to discuss the business that you want to do. So that is the process of creating a structure or a system that aids you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. The third thing that I want you to think about is that for you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve this year, you need to have a reference point. And as I was thinking about this, one of the things that came to my mind is the fact that there are people that want to achieve what I want to achieve. There are people that are going in the same direction of where I want to be, or there are people that are already there. So one of the things that I said to myself, and I believe even for you, is something that might also be very important, is that you might need to sit down and ask yourself, who is going where I want to go, or who is already where I want to be? And finding out those people that are already where you want to be and looking for them to actually learn from them. Because the concept of a reference point helps you to be able to know the things that you want to do. It helps you to become the person you want to be. It helps you to key yourself into the activity that you need to key yourself into. It helps you to also avoid lots of errors, lots of mistakes, and put aside anything that might not be really necessary for where you are going. And I've seen that work in the lives of a lot of successful people. If you sit down and you ask lots of successful people, that one of the things that has actually changed their minds or their lives is the fact that they have actually identified the people that are where they want to be, and they have followed after those people, and that has actually jacked them up immensely. I listened to the story of someone recently who's actually doing so well in real estate business. And one of the things he said was that one of the things that helped him is the fact that he had actually worked with somebody who started a business from scratch. So he was a part of that business. So he worked as a staff of that person, and he saw how that business grew in 6 years. The business entered into over 250 something cities, and they were able to even sell up that business about 1.5 something billion, after those years. So being a part of that system, there was something that dawned to his mind, that he also knew that this was something he could do. And he did not forsake that relationship. And that was even one of the person that helped him to be able to also kickstart his own business. So that is the concept of having a reference for what you want to do. The other thing that I will need you to focus on this year is the power of consistency. One of the things that you will realize is that every successful person, they are actually consistent with what they are doing. And consistency just means that whatever you're doing, you need to be able to do it repeatedly. You need to be able to do it every time that you say you want to do it. You need to show up when you need to show up. You need to be there when you need to be there. You need to put on that attitude that you need to put on. People need to know you for the particular thing that you say you want to be doing. So if you are selling a particular product, or if you are doing a particular business, people need to know you, and they need to see you there day in, day out. Every time they call, they need to know that you are there. Every time they want to do that business, they need to know that you are there. Because that is one of the things that guarantees people to be able to be loyal to you. Because if people know that you are consistent, then they can bank on you to be able to bring bigger opportunities your way. So you see what we miss when we are not consistent. We miss lots of opportunities in between, because people don't know if they need to be able to bring that same opportunity your way. They don't know if you are going to be able to deliver, because they are not sure that you can actually put in the same effort and the same energy that you have always put in from the scratch. So this year, that is one of the things that I want each and every one of you watching me right now to also think about: the power of consistency. Being there day in, day out, saying what you want to do, doing what you say you want to do, doing the same thing that you say you're doing, so that anyone who wants to actually refer you to anyone can actually pinpoint to the fact that you are actually consistent. Then the other thing that I need you to also focus on this year is the power of networking. Now, this is also something that a lot of successful people don't take for granted, because your network is actually your net worth. And that statement is not just a statement, it's actually the fact. I realized recently there was an opportunity I was actually pursuing, and I'd actually put in an application for that opportunity. And I didn't even know that someone in my network had actually even worked in that place that I was putting that opportunity. And we're just having a conversation one of the days. And he just asked me, said, "Oh, did you put in an application there?" I said, "Yes." And, something that they might not have even called me back. He just immediately just sent an email to the head of the place, and they gave me a call. Now, that was one of the ways that I actually saw that work practically. Meaning that the same thing that you might actually be struggling to get, the same opportunity that you might be laboring to get, someone might just be there in your network that can just put a call through, that can just open the door for you to be able to get into that place with ease. So you see the power of networking. And what I mean networking here, I'm not talking about the people that you've actually been friends since you were young. I'm talking about going out of your way to actually break barriers, to reach and stretch forth for new people that are going or that are already in the direction of where you are going. Because that is what it means to network. It doesn't mean keeping the hold alone, but it means reaching out for the new, the people that you know will be of help to your journey. So this year, I want you to make a conscious effort to actually increase your network. And when I mean network now, I'm talking about quality people, people who are actually going in the direction that you're going, that will help you to be able to fulfill the things that you want to fulfill. Then the other thing that I want you to actually look into is family. Now, for a lot of us, one of the things you need to actually look into this year is how you are able to also balance your family time. Because at the end of the day, your family is actually important for your overall well-being. So we need to be able to craft out time for our family, to be there for them, to bond more with our kids, to bond more with our wife, to do things together, to create activities that will constantly bring you guys together. Because family is actually everything. If you lose every other person, you won't lose family. Those are the people that stay strong and stay close to you. And so you actually want to prioritize that part of your life and make sure that this year you are actually intentional with actually creating time for family. The last thing that I will talk about today is the power of confession. This is something that has helped me greatly in my own personal life. And when I mean confession, I mean saying positive things about yourself, saying positive things about the things that you want to do. Having a crafted, positive, declaration about the things that, you actually want to do and saying it to yourself. Because one of the things you will realize is that the thing that actually form your mindset, or the thing that actually affirm who you become, are the things that you believe about yourself. And so what the confession does to yourself is that it helps you to begin to create an atmosphere where you believe in the things that you want to do. So create a positive aura around you by writing out those things that you want to achieve and begin to declare them. And you'll see that as you begin to declare them, you'll begin to attract favor for those things that you actually want to achieve. So 2025 should not be about what you want to achieve alone, but about who you eventually become. And I believe that as you put into practice some of the things that I've mentioned in here, you will see how that will begin to transform you into a better person that will be someone that can repeatedly get things done. So if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly do so right now, as we'll be bringing along your way a lot of exciting content that will help to move your business forward and help to move your career forward as well. So if you have any questions for us or any comments that you'd like to share with us, kindly drop it in the comment section and we'll pick that up. And you can also reach out to us for one-on-one training session or for group training sessions. And you can reach out to us via some of the contacts that we've dropped in the description below. And we'll be there to actually offer you our service. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I believe that this year is going to be a fruitful one for each and every one of you listening to me right now. See you next time.